Alright, we're back. Hey folks, this is RotorStorm331 again. Continuing on with our guide with Stage 2. So once you get into Stage 2, you'll be in this position. So we're going to move forward. So once this guy appears, we're going to move back as he tries to stab us, and this will cause him to fade out. So you will have these three guys come out to play to attack us. They do take multiple hits. So, like I said before, you don't have to defeat all the enemies. You just need to defeat just keep one of them intact. Now, we do have to watch out for the bikes here. Unfortunately, I failed miserably on that. And then we got these knife guys. So once we jump up here, they won't be able to follow us. So stay around this position. You're going to kick these knife guys that are going to come right at us. Unfortunately, I did not succeed in kicking him. Unfortunately, this guy decided to get him right in my range. Alright. So you want to knock this guy back and do 4 jumps, so that way you can try to despawn him. You do have to watch out for these knife guys. Sometimes they will rush at you, so if they do that, just go ahead and do jump kicks to counter their attempts to jump kick you. And be ready to throw mobiles out, because they're going to try to surround you with jump kicks and get as much damage off. So once you beat them, you want to start moving forward. Now, technically, we want to beat the blue soldier, if we can. The blue soldier is actually the more easier to defeat, and then try to despawn this guy. So once we get through here, we're going to come over here. Now, luckily, we were able to get that grenade used, so we can force them to take out one of the bikers. Now, of course, you will need to beat all of them except for one enemy. So as long as you keep one enemy intact, you're pretty much good. Unfortunately, it's not as picture perfect there. Hello, Baramets, how are you? Alright, good. Now, once you beat either all or one, just leave one enemy alone, get to the bottom of the screen, and you want to start jumping forward as immediately as possible, because we have these cranes right here being used against us. They will knock us down if we're anywhere near the top. So we want to be jumping as much as possible. Fortunately, this is kind of bad, because this normally never happens during my actual speedruns. So just jump up to keep these guys from moving, and that lets them get hit with the explosives. Now we do have a gunman coming up, so we're going to blast him. Now you do want to be careful with these bikes, because they will explode. We don't have to defeat all the enemies, we just keep moving forward until we hit this area. And like I said before, we don't have to defeat every soldier. Now we're going to stay on the bottom plane and then gradually start moving upwards as we do jumps. Now technically you want to despawn as much enemies as possible. And we do want to have plenty of ammo going into the this fight, which we do. So anyway, try to defeat all those enemies and stay on this upper part, because we got an enemy tank coming right out. So wait for all these guys to appear and then open fire. That's all you have to do on Stage 2, pretty much. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and create interrupt save data. And that's pretty much all there is to Stage 2, pretty much. You do have to be very careful in dealing with enemies, because unfortunately they get a little bit more trickier to defeat than normal. But technically, if you do what I've shown on there and hopefully have better results than I did, you'll do just fine. But technically, you want to be very careful when it comes to ammo conservation. Conserve ammo. So don't be afraid to whip out swinging out the butt of the gun to hit enemies if you want to conserve ammo or do jump kicks. That's always another good alternative. But if you're coming up against knife enemies, you probably want to use that on them. Alright, so I'm going to take a small break, get a little bit more water, and then we're going to cover Stage 3, which is actually the shortest of P.O.W. Prisoners of War. So, be right back.